everyone, it's Alex from Wine Academy here, and we are looking at about take 1 million, it feels like, of this video about Carmenere this evening. So we are talking about Carmenere, and I have a Chilean Carmenere in front of me. Carmenere isn't a grape variety we see a huge amount of in Australia. There is a little bit being grown, but its real homeland at present in the global wine scene is definitely Chile. It is actually originally a Bordeaux grape variety, and it made its way to Chile in the mid-19th century. But it was misidentified as Merlot, so everybody was kind of like, oh, Chilean Merlot has these kind of slightly different characteristics. And it was the mid-1990s that an ampelographer, and an ampelographer is somebody who identifies grapevines by the shape of the leaves. An ampelographer was in Chile, saw the vines, and he was like, no, this isn't Merlot, this is something else, this is Carmenere. So the Chileans had to do a little bit of a quick reshuffle, and by 1998, Carmenere was adopted, and it's gone from strength to strength ever since. In terms of what Carmenere tastes like, it can be a little bit green, so think a little bit kind of green capsicum or grassy herbaceous if it's picked a little bit underripe. Then it shifts into red berry flavours, then some blueberry, blackberry, a little bit of coffee and chocolate. The tannins tend to be a little bit softer than something like Cabernet Sauvignon, for example, so it's a little bit more approachable. The example that I have in front of me is from Ventisquero, and it comes from the Maipo Valley in Chile. It's a single vineyard, 2020, so it is relatively young wine as well. Now, in terms of what it smells like, it is very definitely blue fruits, so blueberries, plums, things like that. There's a little bit of meatiness, a little bit of that kind of sort of roasted coffee bean aroma on the nose. And on the palate, it's very definitely those blueberries, a little bit of something darker, you know, almost like a little bit of blackcurrant pastille or something like that, and a little bit of milk chocolate in there too. Very, very juicy. The tannins are definitely there, but they're not the type of tannins that build up rapidly over time, so they're just there providing a little bit of structure. And it's really delicious. It's very juicy, fruit forward, and it would be the perfect thing to go with really any kind of protein-rich meal, so anything meaty. Probably don't want to hit it with anything that's been on the char grill for too long, you know, lots of charcoal kind of notes, but, you know, steak, sausages, cheese would all work really, really